Good morning, everybody. It's August 14th, 2023, and it's about 5 o'clock in the morning. I am getting ready to hike into the crater of Mount St. Helens, and had to get an early start because the road was closed, so that added a few extra miles. But I am just so amazed how absolutely gorgeous all of this is out here. And as I'm hiking up here, I actually almost got tears in my eyes because it gives me an opportunity to look around and realize that before I was conscious, how much beauty I was truly missing in the world. I was so caught up in exactly, being a workaholic, being the best dad I could be, dealing with relationships, every single thing. I was caught up in that because I was always thinking of survival. And that's what you would consider survival consciousness. You're awake just enough to protect yourself. But I look out here, and I tell you what, if you're not religious, I don't know, or excuse me, religion, I'm not religious. But if you don't think you have a creator, a higher power, you really should bring your butt up here and check this out by yourself. And there's no way you can't feel it in your heart, in your soul. Not your heart like you guys think, that type of love. I'm talking your entire being. You can just feel the beauty in your soul. Anyways, I just want to remind you guys that please, it's not that hard. Recognize the negative, find the positive, get the negative to recognize itself, and it goes away. The members closest to you are the ones that are your biggest source of negativity. It is so worth it. Don't think it's difficult facing the lies in your head or facing the pain that you've gone through. That is the negative first, thinking that way. Don't think that Jesus understands, that he knows you can only handle so much at a time. BS. Where does he say that? He doesn't say that. That is the negative first. That is people feeling sorry for themselves. I assure you, and I'll prove it today because really, the forestry department would say I have no business attempting this because, I'm not an experienced hiker and I haven't worked out. You know what? I'm one with my God, if you will. I have both sides of the brain working, if you will. I know I'll make it through. Oh, and by the way, don't think for a moment that this camera equipment and everything I'm hiking up with isn't heavy. Kind of brings me back into how it was when I was in Ukraine. And that's the best thing because I know from Ukraine, I can do anything in the world I want to do. And my body will do it for me. Now granted, tonight, I'm probably going to sleep like a baby, but that's not a bad thing. Anyways, the sun is about ready to come up and hit me in the eyes. So I am going to let the camera run a little bit just so that you guys get an opportunity to see what Mount St. Helens looks like in the mornings when it wakes up. Something I do find rather interesting is if you look right there, right at the tip of my finger, that part of the mountain, sure looks like it's bulging to me. They do say it's definitely an active volcano, and when you sign the waiver to get the hiking permit, the climbing permit it's called, they tell you that, hey, this is an active volcano, that enter at your own risk. the great thing about being fully conscious is if you only accept the positive, nothing can go wrong. And if you're one with your God, and say all of a sudden I'm up there and the volcano decides to go off, kind of like it did to Harry Truman, remember, I'm one with my God. So that's okay. By no means do I want to end this journey right now, because honestly, I want to help as many of us as I can to wake up. And if you are religious, remember the number 144,000. Isn't it ironic that that is also exactly 1 cubic foot in inches and 1 board foot? Notice 1. But hey, that gives you something to chew on. I'll shut up and let you enjoy the ambiance. And I'll pan around and let you see the whole countryside. It's gonna get a little bright looking at the sun here. See why I wanted to stop staring at it when I did? That bulge kind of looks like a goat butt or something. But it is, I mean, I'm not qualified really to even have an opinion in the illusion, but man, that to me looks like it must have looked when Mount St. Helens was about ready to originally erupt. Not saying anything's gonna happen, not conspiracy theorist or anything like that. Just my observation with my consciousness. Good morning, Mount St. Helens. Now let's go tackle this beautiful beast, if you will. All right. I will talk to you guys again on the flip side. I love y'all. Have a great morning.